Hello, can you hear me? All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this evening's post-game press conference. We will have head coach Adrian Heath up shortly, so we appreciate your patience. So a reminder to please select the raise hand icon at the bottom of your screen if you have any questions. Thank you. That was very loud. Adrian, thank you for joining us. We will kick off this evening's press conference with Jeff Reuter. Jeff, your mic is open.
Adrian, another 90 minutes in the books. Overall, how did you feel about tonight?
I thought we got away with one tonight. You know, I can't fault the guys' determination to try and win a game of football. That's been apparent in the last few weeks. But, you know, we started slowly in the first half. As I said, we were second to every ball, second to every second ball. And the last 15, 20 minutes, we got a little bit of play going and got a good goal. Pleased for Robbie. What's that, 8th of the season now? Doing well considering he can't score by all accounts. So I'm pleased for him. And yeah, as I say, we sort of been held together a little bit with sellotape at the minute. We've got so many players playing with little knocks. We'll have, you know, and then we'll have a roll call tomorrow and see where we are for the weekend. But, you know, the 3 points were vital because had we not got the 3 points, the pressure would have mounted with the games that we've got to come, you know, and they're all important games and 6 points, 6 pointers really. So I'm so pleased that we got the result that we did.
Jerry, your mic is open.
You said the other night that you felt like you pinched one. You feel like you did that again tonight?
Yeah, but we were better. Like, in Cincy, we were better. You know, I thought that tonight, and they have them moments where we have 10, 15 minutes of outstanding play, and it changes the course of the game, and it can do. So I thought we deserved it the other night in Cincy. Tonight, if I was them, I'd be a little bit aggrieved that they've taken nothing from the game.
Andy, your line is open.
Adrian, after the game, I saw you go up to Lawless Abubakar. What did you tell him?
Well, one of the great things about, you know, drafting players is that you meet these kids and You know, I don't know if anybody knows him, but he's a absolutely magnificent kid. He was so impressive when we interviewed him, and he's one of them kids that after every game you always go up to him, and he's very respectful, and he's thankful for where he is and what he's doing in his career, and it's one of them moments that players have, but he's making a really good career for himself, and obviously I was disappointed for him, but pleased for us.
Jeremy, your line is open.
Coach, Ozzie Alonso came off again in the first half. What
Yeah.
exactly is the issue here, and what's his status, if you know, for this weekend?
Hamstring, not the one he's had recently. Obviously, when it happens in the game, we're never quite sure how it's going to be. We'll have a better idea tomorrow when it's settled and he's had a night's sleep on it. See how tender he is. But you would think for him to come off, because we know what he's like, a bit of a warrior. He doesn't come off with nothing. So I would think, if we make the playoffs, that would be the time that he's probably going to be around fit, I would think.
Jeff?
Let's keep going with the litany here. You've got Chikori Hayes, and then Michael Boxell took a slide into a post, and you took off Reynoso as well. Was that a scheduled 60th minute substitution?
No. Ray had a kick on his ankle in the first half, and it really swelled up, and he said he started to feel it getting more tender. Aaron Schoenfield feels his cough. Chikori Hayes has got a groin strain. So, as I say, we'll have a roll call tomorrow and see where we are. But, we could have done, if ever we could have done with a week in between games, it would have been now. But, hey, the schedule's what it is. We know that we've got a big game and a really difficult place at the weekend.
Andy?
It looked like Ray took quite a few challenges. Is he getting the whistles that you think he might deserve?
Well, I'm hoping that we get to the stage where I watched certain DPs over the last few years who get treatment from the referees, and I hope that this kid gets it, because the last thing we need is every time he gets the ball, people making professional fouls against him, which is what they're trying to do. And, we'll see. But I thought he did some great stuff in the first half, him and Kevin, and that 20-minute spell where I thought we were very good towards the end of the first half.
A reminder to those, if you have a question, to please select the raise hand icon at the bottom of your screen. Jeff?
You're still firmly in the top 5 in the Western Conference, but in a season when you've only played 12 teams within the league, do you feel like you have a confident sense of where this team ranks within the league itself?
No, I think we're all in the same boat, Jeff. It seems like every time I look at the TV, it's like Groundhog Day. You're seeing the same two teams playing. I've just seen Portland have gone one up against the Galaxy. It only seems about a week ago that they were playing each other again down in LA. So no, it's been a really strange year for everybody. Certainly one that none of us want to go through again. Forgetting the COVID, I just mean from a football point of view, it's as I say, it's probably been the most challenging year of certainly my football career as a player and as a coach. It seems like every day there's another obstacle or another issue to deal with. So we're muddling through, and the 3 points tonight were massive. And when I consider where we've been with our injuries this year, the fact that we've hardly put the same lineup out more than 2 or 3 times all year, I think it's a remarkable situation that we find ourselves in, and that's full testimony to the players for what they've not only endured, but their determination to keep moving forward, which has been, as I say, has been commendable.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Coach, along those same lines, navigating all the issues that you have, still 11 points in the last 5 games, through injuries, COVID, gentlemen's agreements and trades, things like that. What have you learned most, I guess, about your team during this stretch?
Well, I as I said, we said down in the tournament in Orlando, I remember saying after that they're a resilient bunch and they keep going. Even tonight, and as I said, it's not been a vintage performance by any stretch of the imagination, but they've gone and pulled it out again, whether it be an own goal or whatever. It doesn't matter. They've come through when they've been probably as tired as they've been in the last few weeks. So to come through again, which they've done, as you say, it's 11 points in the last 5 games. Was it 5 or 6 games without defeat? So, I said to you guys, I think it was last week, whoever can put a string of 2 or 3 results together will probably do it. And whether we're playing as well as we would like, but we are getting results. They are grinding results out. And at this stage in the season, that's the most important thing.
All right, we have time for just 2 more questions here for Adrian. Andy, go ahead.
On the goal you guys conceded, did you want to see Dane maybe stay on his line there?
I'll have to have another look at it, Andy. It's one of them when you think you can see, but from where we're sitting and standing on the touchline, you don't get any depth gauge. You don't know where he is or how far off his line he is. So I'll have to have another look at it. I can't remember enough about where he was and what happened quickly enough to sort of make a considered opinion on it, to be honest.
And last question for the evening. Jeff, go ahead.
Couple of changes on the left half of your back line with Dabasi moving to left back and then Brent coming in. How did you feel about that? And do you see some sort of chemistry that can build there?
I thought, considering it was his first one, I thought Brent was excellent. I thought he was really, really good. And as the game wore on, made really good decisions, broke up a lot of, counter-attacks. So, obviously the fact that you look at the clean sheets we've had when Dabassi's been alongside Boxy, but Brent's been terrific this evening. He really has.
Adrian, thank you so much for your time.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate your patience, everyone. We will have a couple players out shortly. Thank you. Hi, Brent. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to remind everybody, for those of you who have questions, to please select the raise hand icon at the bottom of your screen. Andrew Greeter, your line is open.
Hey, Brent, good to see you. Just wanted to ask you, did you feel like this opportunity would come again to come back to Minnesota to be able to start here? And did it mean anything different, just given the fact that you were able to do so?
You know, I didn't know for sure. Obviously, it's been a crazy year for the world in general. I mean, a lot of stuff has been going on, but for me personally, it definitely wasn't a good thing because I'm coming back from the suspension, and I had the hip surgery that I put off for years. Finally did it in October, and honestly, during preseason, I was in the best shape I think I've ever been in my life. Physically feeling as good as I had since I was 22, 23 years old. So then the quarantine happened. I did my best to stay fit. We came back, pulled my hamstring, re-injured it in Orlando, and I was just playing catch up. I was so far behind. So when they came to me after the Orlando tournament and said they wanted to loan me to El Paso, I was fully on board. I needed it. I needed to play games. I needed to get my fitness back and my form back. And things went really well for me down there. I ended up coming into a great environment. They helped me get my form again. And then I got recalled. And obviously we were a little thin at the time, and guys were on 4 yellow cards, but that gave me some confidence that if I keep training well, that an opportunity was going to come.
Jeff?
Yeah, good to see you again, Brent. I mean, not only is it getting back to fitness, but it's also getting used to the speed of MLS after doing your rehab in USL. Did you feel like with the Rapids pressing so hard to start the game that you were able to hold your own?
You know, it took me a little while to get going, honestly. And I think it was kind of that way for our whole team. The first 20, 25 minutes, we were a little slow. We weren't winning any first or second balls, and they kept coming at us over and over and over again, and we had to absorb a lot of pressure. But after that 20, 25 minutes, I felt like I settled in. El Paso, they really prepared me because Mark Lowry, they play a style down there. I know you're really familiar with them, Jeff. They play a style that's very dominating, right? They want to control possession, and when they do lose the ball, they don't win it back. They go and counter press and get the ball back right away. So I was used to playing out of everything. Down there, you have to. If a team's going to press you high, you find ways out. So they did a good job. I was prepared. I'm comfortable on the ball. So if teams want to press, you know, it's part of the game. And honestly, it's a part of the game that I really welcome the challenge of trying to play out.
Reminder to those, please to please select the raise hand icon at the bottom of your screen if you have any questions. Jeff, go ahead.
You missed Adrian's availability when you're in the locker room, but he was listing all of the players who have injuries and all of the knocks that players have that they're trying to play through here. Do you then feel like now that you're, I mean, with the hip and with the hamstring back at 100%, that's a huge boost for the team down the stretch?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, especially with I mean, the virus, it's still out there, you know. It's not going anywhere, and you never know when a guy or two might fall to that. So you got to have as many healthy bodies as you can. Tonight wasn't a very good one for us. There was a couple injuries we sustained tonight, but guys that, you know, haven't been in the 18 or haven't been playing, they've been training hard, and they got to make sure they're ready because opportunities are coming. So guys got to be ready to take them.
Andy?
Brent, what have you seen from Boxy? Obviously, he's played every minute and came through that hit on the post to keep playing.
Yeah, he's a machine. I mean, the guy never gets hurt. I mean, I was like, seeing him holding his leg there for a second, I was like, what? Like, this isn't supposed to happen. This can't happen. But he's just a guy that he's always gotten better. And that's like something that I've tried to do in my career. I feel like I'm still improving at you know, I just turned 30. And Boxy is the same way, but even more so. Ever since he got to the club, he has continually gotten better. month after month after month, and it's just showing off this year. He's in great form. He's super well-rounded. He gives the team a ton, and his availability is massive. I mean, he's available. We play in this tight schedule. We play in game, midweek, weekend, midweek, and he's healthy to go. And not everybody can do that, and it's a special gift that he has. So he's massive for the group.
All right, we have time for just one more question here for Brent. If anyone has any lingering questions, please select the raise hand icon at the bottom of your screen. All right,
Good.
Brent, thank you
Thanks.
so much for your time. All right, that concludes this evening's press conference. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. Have a good night.